What if you dropped a great white into a Cretaceous ocean? Could it rule the place? You open your eyes, and your first thought isn't fear. It's that the water is hot. The sea feels wrong too. You were supposed to be in a modern ocean, surrounded by fish, seals, and sea lions. But now, you've been dropped into the late Cretaceous western interior, a seaway that splits North America right down the middle. No seagulls overhead, no humans on the shore, just giant fish, plesiosaurs, and ancient sharks, and the real king on top. The mosasaur. You're barely over 3 feet long. Not the great white that rams boats in movies. Just a newborn little thing, but a great white, from birth, gets no protection from its parents. The moment you're born, you swim off alone. You find your own food, and you have to dodge getting eaten yourself. Day 1, you almost don't make it. You just enter the shallows. The sand on the bottom suddenly shifts. You think it's a rock. The next second, a long snout snaps out of the sand. It's a young ancient croc. It misses you, only scrapes a patch of skin off your side. The pain makes you thrash your tail. You bolt into deep water, but deep water isn't safe either. A pack of fish is chasing smaller fish, built like swimming knives. The school knocks you all over the place. You want to fight back, but you can't find an opening. In a modern ocean, you're called a great white. Here, you're just a low-level newbie. 3 days pass. You haven't had one real meal. There's plenty of food here. The problem is, it's all weird little fish. Absurdly fast. Shellfish tuck into their shells. You bite down and just chip your teeth. Ancient sea turtle shells are insanely thick. You can't crack them at all. By day 5, you're starving. You finally find a wounded fish. You rush in and clamp down, swallowing like crazy. This is your first meal. It tastes fishy and bitter, but you survive. A month later, you start figuring out how things work here. The Cretaceous Ocean isn't about who has the most teeth. It's about size, speed, and position, and not exposing yourself in the wrong water layer. You learn to hug the edges of the reef. You learn to strike when the school panics. You learn that when you smell blood, you don't rush in first. Because here, blood isn't dinner time. It's more like a dinner bell. Everybody can hear it. 6 months pass. You grow to over 6 feet. The first time you see an ancient shark, it's bigger than you, thicker body, colder eyes. You rush in and take a test bite. Before you even touch it, it whips around. Its tail slams the side of your head. You get knocked half a spin. It doesn't chase you down. It just swims off slowly. Like it's telling you, there were already sharks here. You're not the first one, and not the toughest one either. You can start catching mid-sized fish. Sometimes you snag scraps near a marine reptile's mouth. Small fish scatter when they see you. A wounded target gets you excited. For the first time you think, maybe you can survive here. But this ocean quickly teaches you lesson 2. That day, the surface above you suddenly goes dark. A plesiosaur glides across overhead, its neck like a living rope, moving scary fast. It doesn't see you as prey, but you're blocking its path to the school. It ducks and swings. The current flips you right over. You rush in and bite its tail, but it twists hard. You only tear off a bit of flesh, and you get spun half around. You hide behind the reef, watching it swim slowly away. That day you understand. Some things aren't about being scared or not. It's that you have no idea how to fight them. A year later, you grow past 10 feet, already a truly dangerous shark. You don't rush in blindly anymore. You cut in along the edge of the school. You pick off the ones that stray. You grab scraps after the big hunters finish. Your bites get harder and harder. You fight for food more fiercely. You start making a name in the shallows. But a name isn't a good thing here, because in the Cretaceous Ocean, no hunter is allowed. To be too flashy, the first time you meet a mosasaur, you don't even see its whole body. You just see the school ahead suddenly scatter. The whole water layer bursts apart. Small fish shoot up. Big fish dive down. Even the ancient shark turns and runs. A huge head pushes out of the blue-black water. It's a young mosasaur, not even the biggest, but way bigger than you. Its mouth is like a door full of teeth, eyes cold as stone. It doesn't look at you like a rival. It looks at you like a piece of moving meat. You turn and run. This time, you don't push your luck, because every nerve in your body is telling you, you can't mess with this thing. You thrash your tail hard, hugging the rocks. You slip into a narrow channel. The mosasaur chases in. Its head slams the rock wall. The shockwave leaves your whole body numb. It can't reach you, but it's not in a hurry. It just waits outside for you. You stay in the crack for a whole day. You don't dare move or dare go out. When it finally decides to leave, you're weak with hunger. You survive, but half your confidence is chewed away. 2 years pass. You grow past 13 feet, a real force at the edge of the shallows. Ancient sharks won't fight you head-on easily. Mid-sized fish change direction the second they see you. A wounded young marine reptile swims a little slow, and you might grab it from below, but you still have no place of your own. Ancient sharks own the middle. Plesiosaurs own the schools. Mosasaurs own the top. Turtles are thick as stone. Big fish will bite back too. You can live, but every step feels like stealing life on someone else's turf. Until that day, you meet a wounded swordfish. Half its body has bite marks, swimming crooked and lopsided, but still huge, big enough to feed you for days. Your blood runs hot instantly. You drop low and close in from below. It spots you and slams into a sprint. You chase. It turns fast, but you bite more accurately. You grab its wounded side and clamp down. It struggles and rams you, whips you with its tail. You refuse to let go. Finally, it slowly stops. This is your first time taking down big prey on your own. You eat for a long time, thinking you finally cracked it, but you're wrong. The swordfish's blood spreads far and wide. Half an hour later, the water goes quiet. A shadow comes from far off, bigger than the young mosasaur, and slower. It's an adult mosasaur. The moment it shows up, everything has to make way. The adult mosasaur swims straight in, bites the other half of the swordfish, yanks hard. The whole thing tears apart. You want to go back, but the mosasaur turns and looks at you. Just one look, and you freeze. That's not a warning, it's a notice. The final say here isn't yours to make. 5 years later, you grow to 20 feet. In today's ocean, you'd already be the top great white that makes a whole sea nervous. But in the Cretaceous, you've just grown into a rival worth a glance. You're dangerous, but not invincible. You can kill mid-sized marine reptiles, steal prey from ancient sharks, make shallow water schools change course. Even a young mosasaur won't chase you too long. You start to have your own range, a stretch of sea where the reef meets deep water. There are schools here, escape routes, and shadows to ambush from. You finally feel like a king, but the moment you become king, you realize the throne is fake. A real king doesn't hide in reefs, doesn't wait for mosasaurs to leave, doesn't smell blood, and check around first. You win every day. But after every win you check if something bigger is coming. You can rule a corner of the shallows, but not the Cretaceous Ocean. The food chain here is too ancient, too brutal, too crowded. Every spot has an owner. You came too late. At dusk, golden light filters down through the surface. You stop at the edge of the reef. Old wounds on your body, a chunk missing from your pectoral fin. Mosasaur teeth marks scraped across your back. Schools swim in the distance. Farther off, a huge shadow slowly passes. You don't rush in. You just watch quietly. You didn't do anything wrong. You just live the way a great white does. Chase blood, fight prey, always swim forward. But this isn't a modern ocean. There's no throne set up for you here. The Cretaceous Sea. Too early, too harsh, too full. You really are a top hunter, but you're not the end. Night is falling fast. You slowly swim out from behind the reef. Plenty of things here fear you, and you finally learn to lay low. You didn't rule the Cretaceous Ocean. You just became one of the most dangerous outsiders here, and then you're hungry again.